Hey folks, it's lunchtime. I'm running a little late today, but I'm gonna bring out his water and a small amount of kibble. So he's kind of hiding in the far corner there. I can't get a good shot of him because, yeah, he's positioned himself kind of just out of the line of sight from all my windows. So I'm gonna check his blanket to see if it's still wet. If it is, I might take it out to let it dry somewhere. I decided to get the big bowl with the red plate out, which is traditionally what I put his water in, and I'm not going to put that in the kennel, but next to it. But I have a small amount of dry cat food, which I will put in the carrier, and yeah, I think that's about it. So I may not resume recording depending if he comes or not. So if not, I'll see you tonight. Um, Otherwise, I'll see you right after this video. Okay, so I took the blanket out and I did change my mind. I'm going to try putting water inside, even though I don't think he can fit. So I put both the kibble and the water in there just to kind of see what happens. And since the plate's underneath it, I'm thinking if he spills anything, it shouldn't make a big mess since it'll stay in the plate. So I put the blanket out there to dry. I scared him as I approached, so he ran under the deck. So he still doesn't really trust me. He trusts me enough now to approach me, but not enough for me to approach him. So hopefully that's something we can improve over time. So anyway, I'm gonna go back in. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe not. So bye. So the very moment I went in, he started coming back. So yeah, he was waiting for me to leave. So yeah, he was interested in, I think, yeah, what I brought out. So I left the door open, so I'm gonna close the door. Okay, Scruffy. Yeah, yeah, he's still skittish. So yeah, it's cold, it's windy, so I'm gonna close the door. So I guess I can sit here for a few minutes. So I figure he's gonna check out the kennel at some point. And there he goes. So yeah, so there's both water and food now. So figure he's gonna go in, but since the bowl is so big, he's probably only gonna be able to go in halfway or something. And then he may have trouble with the kibble. So it's in a small stainless steel cup and it's slippery, so it's going to slide on the plates if he doesn't get a good grasp on it with his head. Or if he's not very precise and gentle going into the cup. But I'm starting to think, yeah, since things have been going well with our night feedings, at some point I should try a day feeding again. Yeah, so he just got some kibble and he yanked it out. So that's interesting. I haven't seen him do that in a while. So that's usually when he's skittish, he doesn't want to stay in there. He picks up the kibble, and pulls it out. And so the other trick is he's dragging the cup forward. And so yeah, he's, I don't know, regressed a little. So I didn't water down the kibble. That might be the difference. Maybe I should do that next time. Because yeah, when I water it down, you can't pull it out easily like that. So But that's also a very slow way of doing it. But I didn't put that much kibble in there, so it's probably something he'll tolerate. But yeah, if he's impatient, yeah, it's just faster for him to eat the whole thing in there. So yeah, it looks like he's going in more. So he might not yank himself out. And then, of course, if he wants the water, he has to stand there because there's no way to pull that out. But yeah, anyway, so I was saying about the feeding. So maybe at some point I need to start feeding him in the day again, just so he doesn't get used to this idea that I go inside and leave him food in the day. And so instead of approaching, he can wait for me to go inside. So I may need to further socialize him in the day. But my goal with the carrier is to get him to use it as a shelter, especially when it gets cold. So for the moment, I'm just trying to get him acclimated to the carrier and the blanket. And so, as I mentioned, I'm planning to bring out a heat dish in the near future. So I checked the weather report again, and yeah, it's not going to cool down as much as I thought tonight. So they changed the forecast again. So I may put it off till tomorrow or the next day, depending on how the weather goes. I have some extension cords ready and a power strip with an on-off switch. I need to play with the heat dish a little bit to figure out the best way to operate it and point it. But yeah, I kind of need to do it when I'm out there, and he's kind of afraid of me still, so I'm trying not to do too much out there, especially during around lunch. And then it's been so cold that I don't really want to go out there either. And yeah, the wind picked up today, which I didn't consider. So the wind has the wind chill factor, so I don't want to. So it feels colder than it is. So I was thinking I was going to go for a bike ride today, but with the wind, so one, I don't like getting pushed around on a bike by the wind. That really sucks. And then two, yeah, it's already cold, so the wind chill factor probably make it worse. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I'll skip it and go for a run or something. So yeah, look at me. I'm the one who gave you the food and the water. Keep approaching. So I already gave him the food. So maybe he wants more, or is just him chilling out, thanking me. I'm not sure. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, the screen door is giving that mesh filter, and the chair is in the way, so I can't use the clear side of the window to film him. Funny how he positions himself in all the worst areas for filming, or sometimes just to be seen. So yeah, I think he understands line of sight, and he knows how to stay out of it. He's probably wondering why I'm sitting here. You can give me more food. You didn't give me enough. So yeah, I didn't measure it. I'm gonna guess it was probably like a 1/16 of a cup. So I usually give him an eighth of a cup for a meal. And then the original idea was I give him 2/8 of a cup, which would be a fourth of a cup per day, and that should be enough for barn cats or a small cat. And so it presumes all his weight, and so I don't know what his weight is. So I think for a barn cat, so I think he's like 8 to 10 pounds. So I'm presuming that's enough for a barn cat. And then if he's small, or if he's smaller than that, then it actually might be enough for like a normal cat. And so that's why I've been thinking maybe I've been feeding him too much, because maybe he weighs less than I think. And so I've been actually feeding him full amounts, and so he doesn't he's not hungry in a lot of the meals. But I also don't know how good of a hunter he is, so I don't know if he's successful at catching things all the time, and how big they are. And there's those fleas again. At least I assume they're fleas. I don't know. But yeah, he seems to scratch under his chin a lot, like right there in his chest. So yeah, those are areas I can't really touch. He doesn't expose those to me. I've tried scratching him under the chin when I feed him with the cup or the spoon. I haven't done that in a while, just because I'm trying to get him into the carrier. I might have to go back to that. But what we have so far with the brush at night has been working, so I don't want to change it too much. So once again, yeah, he's positioned himself in such a way that I can't film him on the clear side of the window, because it would be obstructed by the beam and the pot. So yeah, he seems to understand line of sight. It's interesting, he's kind of in the shade too. Kind of cold day, so I thought he'd be wanting to sunbathe more. So anyway, yeah, the blanket was only a little bit damp, and it was damp on the part where it doesn't quite fit in the carrier, so it has to like fold up a little bit, and then gravity kind of brings it back down, and folds up on itself. And so that part of it was still wet, so I figured just laying it out on the table in the sun probably dry it pretty quick, even in the cold weather. So I'm blinking. I don't know if you can see me. I wasn't staring at him. But yeah, so I gave him just the meow mix today. So I think it's actually less calorie dense than the Kirkland, if I recall. So I think the Kirkland's like twice as calorie dense. So I can actually give him more meow mix, and it will be still less calories and less filling. Or, well, I don't know about filling, but less nutrition. So it's kind of, so I've read somebody review it, the Meow Mix, and they said it's like junk food for cats. So they really, yeah, it's really good, but yeah, not a lot of nutritious value, I guess. So it's kind of like a treat substitute, I think, because I think he actually may like the Meow Mix more than the actual treats I give him. Yeah, he doesn't seem terribly motivated by the treats that I've given him. He's like, if they're there, he'll eat them. But yeah, in a few cases, yeah, he refused them. Like, whoa, what happened there? I don't know what caused him to jump. So I think he's gone. I don't know why I'm whispering. Sorry. Yeah, I don't see him. I've been trying to. I was trying to look under the table, and I don't see him. Let me stand up. So yeah, something startled him. Oh, there he is. So, oops. Yeah, he just turned the corner there. Yeah, so something spooked him. I don't know if maybe it was a gust of wind, or the noise of the leaves rustling when the wind blew him. And yeah, he's kind of really skittish. So anyway, I think that's a good place to end it. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you tonight. Bye.